We often think an act is considered to be courageous only when it is performed when a threat of danger is present. Because of this, we often think of superheroes, firemen, policemen, and the men and women fighting for our country when conversing about courage. But it extends over many more people than that. In order for an act to be considered courageous, it must abide by the following criteria. First, the act of courage must be voluntary and not forced upon someone. Second, if an action is done selfishly, it cannot be considered as courageous. Also, for the act to be courageous, it must not be done due to fear, but in spite of fear. In addition, the courageous act must be done to benefit society even though the environment threatens that person if they do. Also, for an act to be courageous, it must be an abnormal behavior for the person performing it, and lastly, it must provoke danger to the person doing it as well. I believe that Thomas Jefferson is a perfect example of someone who is courageous, and this can be clearly seen in the Declaration of Independence, which he wrote. During this time, the 13 original U.S. colonies were still owned and ruled by Great Britain, who were greatly mistreating them. To show their grievances, the Declaration of Independence was created and sent to Great Britain's rulers. Jefferson is seen as courageous because he did not have to write the Declaration, but he voluntarily did it because he believed it was the correct thing to do. In the document, Jefferson wrote that all men are created equal, which shows that Jefferson wrote it not just for him, but all men. This shows the selfless side courage requires. The consequences that threatened Jefferson were great, but the fear was not enough to stop him. He was fearless in his actions, which is honorable considering he had every right to be fearful. After all, the American Revolution started partly due to this document. This document was created it was incredibly beneficial to society, particularly the colonial society, because it fought for the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Although Jefferson was an experienced writer, writing the Declaration of Independence was an extremely non-routine action because there's only one document. Lastly, Jefferson's actions were extremely dangerous. By writing and then signing the document against the British rule, he is putting his public image and even his life on the line for going against authority. By writing the Declaration of Independence, we learn that Thomas Jefferson is a courageous man because his actions were voluntary, selfless, fearless, beneficial to society, non routine, and dangerous.